Hi everyone, it's Chef Mitosu and welcome to Fun Fold Friday. So today I'll be creating a fun fold featuring the lovely and sweet stamp set uh, decorated with a pre-colored piece from one of my online coloring masterclass. Replay is available, and also I'm going to use the sentiment which I've heat embossed already. So you'll need basic beige cardstock. This is 10 3/4 of an inch by 5.5, or that's 27 centimeters by 14 centimeters. Another piece of basic beige, 3 1/8 of an inch by 2 inches, or that's 8 centimeters by 5 centimeters. And a backing, which is a 10th fold, so that's 5.5 by 8 inches, or 14 centimeters by 20 centimeters. Crumb cake for the topper, 2 3/4 of an inch square, or 7 centimeters square. And I've got this DSP, which is the Nature Sweetness Specialty Designer Series paper. So you'll need two pieces. That's 5.25 by 1 1/8 of an inch, or 13.5 centimeters by 3 centimeters. And for the backing, we have 5.25 by 3 3/4 of an inch, or that's 13.5 by 9.5 centimeters. Right, so I'll be getting my simply scored, and I'll be working in metric, but I'll share the measurements as well I'll be working in imperial, but I'll be sharing my measurements in metric as well. So for the card base, or the front, we're scoring at 1 3/8 of an inch, 2 3/8 of an inch, and 3 3/8 of an inch. So that's 1 inches increment after the first score line. And you'll do the same for the other side, so you can either flip it or you can carry on your simply scored. So 7 3/8 of an inch, 8 3/8 of an inch, and 9 3/8 of an inch. Okay, for metric, you'll be doing 3.5 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and then 8.5 centimeters. Again, you can either flip it round, turn it 180 degrees, and do the same measurements, or carry on at 18.5 centimeters, 21 centimeters, and 23.5 centimeters. And you should have 6 score lines on there, hopefully. The next piece, we have the mechanism. So this one is increments of 3/8 of an inch, so 3 score lines, and then flip it round and do the same. So that's 3/8 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, 1 1/8 of an inch. Flip it round and do the same, or carry on at 2 inches, 2 3/8 of an inch, and then 2 3/4 of an inch. In metric, that's 1 2 3 centimeters, 5 6 7 centimeters. So an easy one. And you should have 6 score lines on there. And I believe that's it. The backing is only a 10th fold, so just fold that in half at 4 inches or 10 centimeters. Right, let's fold and burnish. So with the card front, we are going to fold mountain. No. So where your score line is, depending if you want to fold the other way, but I'm gonna do it the back way. Okay, so I've got my bumps on there. So we're gonna score valley or fold in valley. Mountain. It's just easier this way. I'm right-handed. And then valley again. Okay. Just make sure that is nice and crisp. So you kind of like have zigzag, and you'll do the same on the opposite end. So valley on the innermost score line, mountain, and then valley. So again, you have that one. So for the mechanism, you'll be doing the same pretty much. So just in a smaller version. So that way, I'm gonna do valley from the inside, mountain, next one out, and then valley. Do the same on the other side. Valley, mountain, and then valley. And I'll bring this up. Just double check that your end tabs doesn't meet in the middle. So that might be more problematic with the metric measurement. So just snip a sliver off one side, just so it's not hitting each other. But that's the same as that. Hopefully you can see. So this one's just got an extended panel at the front. So now we're just gonna stick down our panels and layers. So it's actually gonna be like this. So for the backing, you're gonna turn it over, and this is gonna act as our stand. So that's just gonna get added on at the back. You can just use a smaller piece of card if you don't want to waste card, but for extra support, this one is a good one. And plus you have loads of space to write down your message if you're a writer, or stamp a big sentiment on there. There you go. So now we have the backing. We're gonna stick down. So the second panel, gonna add glue. And then that just gets stuck on itself. Okay. Do the same for the opposite end. So stick that down, press and hold, and we're done. Just use a bone folder just to make sure that that is nice and stuck. So now we have pretty much our base. So we can decorate with DSP. So that's gonna go right in the center. And it should have an 1/8 of an inch or 2.5 centimeter border, as it is a 1/4 of an inch smaller, or 0.5 centimeter smaller. No, so it should be 2.5 millimeter border, shall I say. Right, And of course, the panels for the top and the bottom. At the front. There we go. So if you are new to the channel, do subscribe and change your bell notification to all so you get notified when we are live or when we have new uploads. We're also independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrators based in the UK. So if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, Netherlands, Belgium, or Ireland, you can purchase current Stampin' Up! Products from our online shop. I'll just bring up the link on there. Okay, so now remember we have the mechanism. So with this one, so decide where you want it, left or right or centrally. I'm gonna do it more towards the right hand side. You can see that it fits okay or in between those top and bottom panel. So just add glue to one of the feet. And then line that up. Centrally and just make sure it's straight-ish. Once one foot is down, you can add in some more glue on the other foot and then just fold it down again. So press it down. There we go. Just make sure it's not too blobby. I can feel that there's a bit of sticky residue inside there, so that's why it's sticking down, but it should spring up. So it's kind of like a spring mechanism, I guess. Right, now that's done, we're just gonna add our crumb cake topper. So add glue. To the top, and again just eyeball it centrally and press down. And then once that's done, we can decorate. So I have gone ahead and pre-die cut my topper. So this one, again, from Lovely and Sweet stamp set, colored in Stampin' Blends. So I'm just gonna take that out, or take off all of the dimensionals. And of course, try keep your dimensionals within the crumb cake. All right, just press that down. And then finish up with a sentiment. As mentioned, I have gone ahead and white embossed the congratulations sentiment on basic black, and I'm just gonna stick that down slightly off. So again, I'm just gonna use dimensionals more towards one side. And take that off. So half of it's floating, or more than half. And when it's displayed, it can stand. There we go. Here is my card for the Funfold Friday. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and what topper would you use for your fun fold. If you're gonna recreate this, do share it in our Crafty Stampers Facebook group. It's free to join. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time, bye.